Hey Cowboys Nation, let's go for another round of news from America's team. Watch until the end so you don't miss any news and sign up to stay tuned for everything that comes out about the Cowboys.
Dallas mayor wants Chiefs to join Cowboys as city's second NFL team. It never hurts to shoot your shot. Such is the case with Eric Johnson, the mayor of Dallas, who is hoping for a second NFL franchise to come to the city alongside the Cowboys. After news broke on Tuesday night that voters in Jackson County, Mo, rejected a sales tax measure that would have renovated Arrowhead Stadium, home of the Kansas City Chiefs, Johnson took to social media to show his interest. "Welcome home, Dallas Texans," Johnson wrote on X, along with a smiley emoji and the hashtag Cotton Bowl, the popular venue in Dallas. Then on Wednesday morning, in a statement to the Dallas Morning News, Johnson said, "Dallas was named the top sports city in the United States because we play to win. As I have said previously, our market is big enough, growing enough, and loves football more than enough to support a second NFL team, especially a franchise, and an owner, with deep roots here." Lamar Hunt founded the Dallas Texans in 1959, and the team played at the Cotton Bowl before relocating to Kansas City and rebranding as the Chiefs in 1963. Clark Hunt, son of Lamar and current owner, resides in Dallas. Johnson had previously stated his interest in bringing a second NFL team to the city in 2022. But if the Chiefs were to move back to Dallas, the franchise would face a similar situation to what's currently ongoing, finding public funds. The Cowboys currently play in Arlington, and they haven't actually played in Dallas since 1971. The Chiefs had hoped that winning 3 Super Bowls in 5 years would sway voters in their favor, but that hasn't been the case yet. The current lease at Truman Sports Complex, where the Royals also play at Kauffman Stadium, lasts through January 31, 2031. Cowboys could add record-breaking running back. Sensible move. The Dallas Cowboys could be in the market for a record-breaking running back. As the Cowboys enter the 2024 NFL Draft, they'll likely do so without a clear-cut starter at running back. After allowing Tony Pollard to walk in free agency and sign with the Tennessee Titans, Dallas' current running back room features Rico Dowdle, Malik Davis and Deuce Vaughn. Those 3 backs combined for just 112 carries for 401 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns during the 2023 season, with Davis not recording a single statistic. However, as Bleacher Report's Christopher Knox writes in his 3 hidden gem prospects that the Cowboys should target, University of Michigan running back Blake Corum is one of the players he mentions. Knox argues that Corum, who is expected to be a day 3 pick in the draft, could give the Cowboys high athletic upside at the position. Corum might not have the high-end athletic upside of a future star, but he's a sound technical runner who knows how to read defenses and utilize blocks to his advantage, writes Knox. After topping 240 carries in each of the last 2 seasons, Corum has also shown that he can handle a heavy workload. Blake Corum not expected to be drafted until at least 4th. Corum is considered the 114th ranked prospect on Bleacher Report's big board. In Bleacher Report's scouting report of Corum, they rank the 5'8", 205-pounder as the 8th top back in the draft. However, they have him actually pegged as going in the 5th round. As Knox notes, the Cowboys don't have a 4th-round draft pick. However, they could always use their package of late picks to move on up in the draft if they feel they need to do so in order to draft Corum. Dallas does own picks number 174, 216 and 233, however, and a package might allow it to trade up and into round 4, writes Knox. That would be a sensible move if the Cowboys can pull it off, as the 2024 class lacks talent on the back end. The 23-year-old was actually a record-breaking running back at the University of Michigan. Outside of leading the Wolverines to a national champion during his final season, he broke the single-season record for touchdowns, 27, and the school's all-time record in that category, 58. Corum was actually named to the All-American team in back-to-back seasons, having also been selected to the team after a 2022 season in which he ran for 1,463 yards. Why Cowboys could draft Blake Corum? The small, compact back is known for his vision and ability to maximize his blockers in front of him. Via Bleacher Report's Derek Clausen, in terms of vision and decision-making, you won't find a better runner in this class than Corum, writes Clausen. He consistently picks out the right rushing lanes and almost never wastes time behind the line of scrimmage, both of which limit negative plays. Corum is also very willing to plunge forward to get the yards that are there rather than dance around and risk wasting plays. The Cowboys could have interest in reuniting with former starting back Ezekiel Elliott. While that would be a nice move, especially for short yardage and goal line situations, Dallas still needs a young back capable of handling the workload as a starting back. Considering Corum racked up at least 247 carries in each of the past 2 seasons, he ranked 7th among all players in carries in 2023. He could very well serve as a viable back in a committee system. Former suspension-filled Cowboys starter signs with Buccaneers. Former Dallas Cowboys starter is signing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. According to Jordan Schultz of Bleacher Report, defensive end Randy Gregory is signing with the Buccaneers. Breaking. Free agent pass rusher Randy Gregory is signing with the #Buccaneers, per source, writes Schultz. Gregory had 2.5 sacks and 8 QB hits in 12 games last season with the 49ers. Per Fox Sports' Greg Auman, it's a 1-year deal for Gregory. As noted by Auman, Gregory is reuniting with former Cowboys assistant George Edwards, who served as a senior assistant in Dallas during the 2020-21 seasons. Edwards now serves as an outside linebackers coach on the Buccaneers staff. Bucs are signing former 49ers OLB Randy Gregory to a 1-year deal, writes Auman. He's reunited with George Edwards, who he played for with the Cowboys. Randy Gregory suspended 4 different times with Cowboys. The 31-year-old Gregory is a former second-round draft pick of the Cowboys, spending 7 years, 2015 to 2021, in Dallas. However, Gregory was absent during the majority of his tenure with Dallas either due to injuries or suspensions. In fact, Gregory missed essentially the entire 2016 season, the entire 2017 campaign and the full 2019 season due to suspension. Gregory appeared in just 50 of a possible 129 games during his tenure with the Cowboys. He incurred 4 substance abuse suspensions during his time with Dallas. Randy Gregory, considered big signing bust by Broncos during his final season in Dallas in 2021, Gregory notched 19 tackles and 6 sacks in 11 starts. His banner year led to Gregory signing a lucrative 5-year, $70 million deal with the Denver Broncos. The move was also notable because Gregory backed out of an agreed-upon deal with the Cowboys due to language in the contract that would allow Dallas to collect any bonus if Gregory was fined or suspended. Cowboys beat reporter Patrick Walker detailed why Gregory spurned the Cowboys for the Broncos, a tweet that Gregory eventually liked. For the record, Randy Gregory accepted much less money to agree to terms with the #Cowboys, wrote Walker in March of 2022. At one point, the gap between their offer and others were roughly $4 million, $5 million. They closed the gap enough, not completely, to the point he agreed. Done deal. Then Cowboys got cute. Over. Gregory failed to stay healthy with the Broncos and made a minimal impact during his tenure with the team. He was eventually traded to the San Francisco 49ers during the middle of the 2022 season, where he posted 2.5 sacks in 12 appearances with the Niners. Gregory appeared in all 3 playoff games with San Francisco, appearing in their Super Bowl loss to the Kansas City Chiefs. With Gregory now a member of the Buccaneers, he'll be playing for his 3rd team in 8 months. He'll likely be leaned upon to fill the void left over by Shaq Barrett, who was released by the Buccaneers and signed with the Miami Dolphins. In 72 games and 18 starts, Gregory holds career totals of 117 tackles, 22 sacks and 69 quarterback hits. During his time with the Cowboys, Gregory posted 16.5 sacks and 85 tackles in 50 games and 12 starts.